From the East and the West, you've heard others, but now you've tuned into the best. This is a PrimeWave Media production.
What's up, world? It's the one and only Pop DiBiase, the Primetime Capper, and this is the premier sports betting show, the Primetime Angles. And boy, oh boy, what a night it was last night. Rams came up big for us last night. Boy, I'm telling you, last second field goal, 27-24. We didn't get the under last night, but we got the plus 4.5 for clients. Also got the under 26.5 for you guys last night. Plus 180 money line from NFL Bet Exchange. Gave that to you guys last night. You guys got it even better than I did last week at the plus 160. Then you guys also gave you guys last night the first quarter as well too. Plus with the hook. And pretty much we had the first quarter last night as well. With my fellas with the money line plus 145 in the first quarter. So literally, I put out 8 bets last night in the Rams game. We hit 6 of them. So pretty much if you're a client, you cashed out nice. If you guys tailed the show, you cashed out nice. And if you're a client and watch the show religiously, then you cashed out real nice to start the week. And pretty much everybody going to be looking at you with a little bit of envy on Thanksgiving. You know, you can roll up in there with your brand new fit on and everything like that. Be the one to give grandma a $100 bill or something of that nature. You know, thanks for the meal, Granny. You know, and DiBiase is very happy to go ahead and supply that for you. So, you know, you guys already know what it is. AP, what's up, man? Thom, what's up? Mendoza, what's up, brother? What's going on? I just got to say what's up to my loyal ones, the Wave. The guys ride the Wave on a daily basis, and I truly do appreciate it, fellas. So let's go ahead and get into it. Sorry about that. I'm over here trying to move screens and things of that nature. They move me off the screen. But hold up. Let's just appreciate this drip real quick. The brand new Laker city jersey for next year. Been waiting for the Lakers to go back to the blue jerseys just one time for your boy, and it looks like they're going to go back to the old school Minneapolis jerseys and mash them with the old Lakers 80s jerseys and everything like that. But I really will love the day when they go back to the cursive Los Angeles jerseys, the original. I call them the Sports Arena Laker jerseys. When they bring those bad boys back out, I'm talking about the white one too, because this is exactly how the white one looks, but it doesn't have the Los Angeles in cursive here. So, hey, it is what it is. And just know one thing, the Clippers did bite the cursive Los Angeles from the Lakers as well too. So, you know, they're not really that original, but that's that drip right there. That's that drip. I think I'm going to go get me a custom one at that as well, too. So, let's go ahead and jump into it. I see you, Cuzzo. What's going on? She cashed out the 6-1 over at the Mirage. I missed her by a day. Literally, I missed her by a few hours. She was right next door to me, and pretty much she goes ahead and she hit me up this weekend, and she cashed out nicely. She did herself a little 3-play parlay, and the Rams took care of business for her. So you guys give Mrs. Lee a nice follow and everything like that. That's the family right there. All right, so NFL top 5 over teams. Here we go. Raiders 8-2. So that just means that the Raiders go over a lot, and you know the Raiders have themselves a pretty good game this week that looks like it could be going over as well too. So keep that in mind. Put that in your notes as well. You got the Bills who are 8-2 as well too. This is a surprise to me because the Bills were a big under team last season. Now with the emergence of Josh Allen, having Stephon Diggs, having somewhat of a running game as well too, finds the Bills actually going over in 8 out of their 10 games this season. Then you got the Titans. This isn't really a surprise, 7-2-1. This team does go over a lot because they can't get off the field on third down. These are things that aren't being thrown out there to the public, but these are things that you do have to realize and everything, and might have to look up on your own as well too. Then you got the Saints, 7-3. Even though they've actually went under in their last 2 out of 3 games, they were riding the wave a little bit early this season where damn near every game went over. But, pretty much it's that time of the year where games are going to miss it by a point or two. And then you got the Chargers, surprise, surprise. They're another team that has went over in majority of their games as well, too. And then the Vikings, you shouldn't be surprised by this. They've went over in a lot of games this season as well, too. So pretty much these teams are hitting that 80% or 70% when it comes to the over. So you guys have to look at the matchup, put the weather into play as well too this week, and see what you guys can do with these when you're scoreboard watching these games, or have a game that you're really high on when it comes to the over and everything like that. And so, on the over. So let's go ahead and check out the under. And on the unders, we got the Bears 3-7. You shouldn't be surprised by that. The Bears, actually, I think the highest amount of points somebody scored on the Bears this year was like 27. I don't think anybody dropped 30 on the Bears yet this year. You would have been like, well, wasn't it the Rams? No, the Rams beat them 24-10. But they've been blown away, but they haven't given up more than 30 points. So this is something that you do have to look kind of long at, because this is going to be helpful for the Bears come December if they can get some quarterback play from Nick Foles that's above average, because he's playing really mediocre in my opinion right now. They're not really taking advantage of the strength of the team, which is the run game. So pretty much they got to get it together, and they got to go get a real running back too, because Montgomery's really good, but Patterson, either you're gonna put a 32 on that guy and make him an official running back, or you got to find another running back. Because Patterson can get hurt at any time. He's playing receiver, returner, running back. He's playing way too many positions out there. So 3-7 on the Bears. Cardinals, I'm surprised by this one, but the Cardinals have went under in most of their games this season. They've played pretty good defense, back-end defense, and for a few weeks there, they had a couple blowouts, so their games got nowhere near going over. So pretty much the Cards are 3-7, and guess who they visit this week? They visit the Pats, who are 3-7 as well, too. So pretty much when it comes to the under game. So pretty much, and you guys got to understand, I know it's kind of flipped in the wrong way, but I'm looking at it in an over-under form as well, too. So pretty much when the big number is the under, okay? So pretty much 7 unders on the top 3 teams here. Then we got the 3-6-1 with the Giants, and then we got the 4-6 with the Ravens and the Browns. What a coincidence, huh? And the Browns just went ahead half a game over the Ravens this week as well, too. Browns sitting at 7-3, Ravens sitting at 6-4 with a Thursday game against Pittsburgh. So, pretty much it is what it is, and those are our top teams in the over and under category. Now, let's go ahead and move on to Yeah, man, I had to go ahead and do it. We'll talk about it with the NBA in a moment, but man, I'm telling you right now, I had to go ahead and refresh everybody's memory. Like Paul Gasol, all of a sudden you love the Lakers again, bro. You left us in the win, man. You left Kobe there looking silly, bro. And you expect me to sit up in here and be all happy because your brother's here with us now that we drafted? Who carried you through them 2 rings? Bynum and Odom. Stop playing. Run the tape. Don't at me. But check my Twitter out. It's on there right now. All right, so we got the Week 13 CFP Bets List, and you guys go ahead and get your notepads out and everything like that. Don't you guys always be hitting me in the DM? Can I just send me the list, man? I don't have time to do. Yeah, you do. You have time. I have time to put it together. You have time to go ahead and write it down on some paper. All right, so plus 25 on South Florida in the matchup of the Florida teams that don't nobody care about. Central Florida and South Florida, the directional schools. So pretty much this is going to be a good one. But I truly do feel like South Florida does figure out a way to cover, because it seems like every time you give them a big line against UCF, they figure out a way to cover in these games. And South Florida has been a better team over the last month or so from what from where they came from at the start of the season. And then you got Houston playing against Tulsa, and Tulsa is a tricky ass team. And I'm still seething over last week because Tulane had the plus 5.5 covered. They wind up giving up a pick six, and we lose by 6. Man, I'm telling you, that was bad beat city. But no beat was better than the one that happened in the Virginia game, though. But who the hell would bet Virginia and Abilene Christian in the first damn place? You're a real degenerate, bruh. And if you had Abilene Christian, you deserve to lose because you should have knew better. All right, so pretty much -1 Houston. I think Houston should work this one out. They should get us a good win. I don't think they'll be living in bad beat city this week. And then you got SMU. SMU has a pretty good matchup on their hand as well too. They're going against an ECU team that is very tricky, but I don't think that they're going to be too tricky against this SMU team that can move the ball down the field fairly quickly and find ways to get into the end zone and find ways to blow teams out without really, pretty much having a hard time doing it. So I'm taking a 12.5 because it looks very damn sexy to me. So -12.5 on SMU. Let's see how it shakes out. Hopefully it's pretty and not ugly to us. All right, then we got Cincinnati with Temple, and I'm going to go ahead and take the under 52 here with Cincy and Temple. Today, I think this should be a good bet. I mean, not today, but you know what I mean, though. For the weekend, under 52, Cincy Temple. The line is way too long, but I do expect Cincinnati to win the game. It's a better first half play than it is a full game play on the line. So pretty much the under 52, I feel like what's going to happen here is Cincinnati's just going to have a very dominant performance, and they're going to really make sure Temple doesn't score that much at all. And it's going to be cold. It's Philly, so we'll see how it goes. And then we got Memphis and Navy. Navy coming into this game, the struggle. But the Navy always figures out a way to play much better at home. And I think that they're going to shorten this clock a little bit, and they'll figure out a way to get this game under 63. So pretty much under 63 with Memphis and Navy for the AAC Bets List. Now we move on to the Conference USA. Tomorrow we're going to have Tomorrow I'm going to feature the Big 12, the Mountain West, and the Pac-12, and then we're going to do ACC, Big 10, and SEC come Friday, okay? Come Thursday, all right? So pretty much be on the lookout for that. We got Conference USA that got 4 games this week and another game canceled. You know how it is in that conference, the cancellation conference. FIU, LA Tech, that game has been canceled, and these games are on standby, in my opinion, because one of them probably will get canceled, just like the prior game that I just spoke about. So I love Southern Mississippi in their spot against UAB, and I think that pretty much the 20, that's a good number right there. And then we got the over 44.5 with UTEP and Rice. And boy, oh boy, I think this is going to be some good money right there. There go my boy, Brendan Gibbons, young legend. Young legend, say what's up to Manny for me too. Under 67, North Texas. And then we got the San Antonio game as well too. And then we got FAU as well, too, with the Florida Atlantic game. And this is going to be some good money right here, boy, I'm telling you. So we jump into it because FAU playing some damn good football right now. So you can have my money. I think they can win by 10 or better. The defense is rock solid right now. So we gonna rock and we gonna roll. So let's go ahead and move forward. And we got ourselves the MAC bets list and under 59.5. We got Central Michigan, Eastern Michigan. This is gonna be a big rivalry game. So it winds up going under, in my opinion. See, Central Michigan can figure out ways to lock it up defensively to where EMU is gonna be, very, very predictable, in my opinion. So pretty much I'm taking it under 59.5. CMU, Eastern Michigan. Let's go. And then the dog bet of the week in the MAC, Kent State. Why sleep on them? This team is awesome. They're going against Buffalo. Buffalo is going to go and overlook them like they always do and get spots like this. Kent State's going to wind up winning this game because they got the better defense, in my opinion. And their offense is a little bit more balanced. Buffalo does rely more on the passing game. So Kent State, rock and roll, man. Make me look good, dog. Let's go ahead and get that plus 215. And then we got the plus 24.5 on Bowling Green. Why? Because Bowling Green gonna mess around and cover in this game. Ohio hasn't covered all season, so pretty much Bowling Green lose by 3 touchdowns or less, and we'll just go from there. And then we got Ball State. Ball State is in a spot where they can get the monster upset here. Toledo is always slipping in a spot like this one. It's hard to trust Toledo, man. And I'm telling you right now, I'm just gonna take Ball State, and damn, Prince's ex-wife is pretty fine. So, pretty, I don't know, because there's some shit on TV right now, too, while I'm talking to y'all. So, plus 10, Ball State. Let's go and get it. Minus 20, Western Michigan. Boy, oh boy, let's go ahead and get the money, dog. I think that this one is going to be a good matchup for us, and we're going to make some money here as well, too. I think they win by 3 touchdowns or better. Western Michigan is an auto offense, so that's all I see with them, and let's go ahead and get that money in that spot as well, too. We got the over 54, Miami, Ohio, Akron. You know what's going to go on here. It looks like it's probably going to be another Akron beatdown, but Akron's desperate to get a win, bro. These guys have lost 21 games in a row. So at some point, they're going to have to win a game, all right? And I think that this could be the day. That's why I'm taking the over. It's tricky. It's tricky right here because they're a 14.5-point home dog here. So pretty much it's a holiday weekend as well, too. You don't want Miami of Ohio to get too overstuffed and Akron take advantage of it, right? So pretty much it's a Mac Bets list, and this one is going to be very unpredictable this week, but I feel like I'm on the right side with some of these pluses, all right? So let's go ahead and move on and talk about the NBA. We got the Southeast win totals. I know my Atlanta Hawk fans is going to be mad at me, but I got y'all going under 36.5. I'm not saying that Atlanta doesn't make the playoffs, though. We got a 72-game season, and I think what happens here is that the lower seeds in the East are going to have a losing record as usual, and the Hawks will probably finish somewhere in the middle because 36.5 doesn't mean don't mean that they not gonna go over 36. They can finish up the season 36-36 on a year, and that would be really good for this team as well too. All right, they can finish up 35 and 37, but all in all, I think that they'll be much improved because that would be 9 more wins than they got last season as well too. If they're able to get 36 wins, and they got a roster that calls for them to get at least 5 more wins on the season this year. Oni is going to be an absolute beast with John Collins and Trey, and then you got Rondo over there advising and everything like that. But don't get too excited about Rondo because Rondo is only going to play maybe 30 to 40% of the season, and most likely they'll get to the playoffs because Rondo is going to be over there helping coach the team as well too. So it's a good look right here in Atlanta right now. So be excited, Atlanta. You're going to have yourself a good ball team next season that's going to cover a lot of spreads and be a good, nice little dog for us as well too in spots where people don't expect them to win at. And then I got the Hornets, man. I think the Hornets could be the most improved team in the Southeast just because simply adding Gordon Hayward with LaMelo as well too. So you can see that they're making the move to try to be a better team or acquire the right assets to bring in the right type of player to help this team get to the next level. So pretty much I'm going with the over 25.5 Hornets. I think that they're going to be looking really good in this one, and let's go ahead and see how it shakes out. I think it's going to be an awesome game here, and I think it's going to be an awesome season for the Hornets, man. I'm excited, and I'm already betting on LaMelo Ball to win Rookie of the Year. Him, Oni, and James Wiseman. Those is my 3 right there to win Rookie of the Year. And don't ask me anything about Edwards, dude, because I just don't believe in anything that guy's doing right now. No offense to him. He's a good player. I wish him the best. But when guys say that they ain't really not that into basketball, then it kind of just irks me a little bit because there's other people that are dying for the opportunity and you're saying things like that. I know it's like they maybe sound funny or maybe sound cute or something, but, you know, us hoop addicts don't like to hear things like that. So the Heat is honestly going to run away with this division. I think that he can be a 50 win team this season. That's pretty damn good. 50-22 is like going 60-22 in the NBA because you're going to get 10 games shorter, but still that 50-22, that's a damn good record right there. And I think that the Heat do get up to 50 wins this year, and the 44.5 I feel like is a alley-oop because this team is going to be damn good and even better with Avery Bradley now at the starting point out there at point guard for him as well too. So they don't have to worry too much about Dragic's health or anything like that. They'll have themselves a guy that's just like Dragic but better defensively. Then you got the Magic, who are about to be in a rebuild phase. I feel like Aaron Gordon is going to be leaving soon. They're going to be adding players, and they're going to be trying to add draft picks, and they're about to make a whole new roster in a sense. I think that honestly, Isaac probably will be the key piece that they build around, and go from there. To be dead honest with you, there's not much I can say about the Magic. But one thing I can do say about the Magic, if they're able to hold on to Aaron Gordon, hold on to some of those pieces that they have, don't be surprised when this team is winning games that they ain't supposed to win, especially when they go down to the state of Texas. I don't know what it is, but Orlando always figures out ways to beat the Spurs and the Rockets when nobody expects it and when nobody sees it coming. So you guys be on the lookout for that. The Magic are going to be a good team in good spots. You know what I mean? That's how I feel it with this one. Jay Breezy. And then we got the under 29.5 with the Wizards. Boy, oh boy, I feel like this one is going to be a good little number for you. I think that they're going to probably be the number one team in the draft next year. I mean, in like where they're gonna have an opportunity to draft from 3 to 1. I think that's exactly what the Wizards need. I think that they're about to get a game changer within a year, but right now they're gonna figure this thing out. And I think what happens is they move John Wall first, and then they move Brad Beal sometime during the middle point of the season. But they're gonna be trading him to a team that they can get a draft pick out of, or 2 or 3 draft picks out of. So pretty much, if you got picks on deck, Bradley Beal is probably coming your way. And John Wall is, I don't know, they're going to have a big situation, a big deal going for John Wall. Cole Anthony is going to be another player that I like a lot. I think he could be on the all-rookie team, to be honest with you. I don't know about being the rookie of the year, but all rookie teams should be right up his boat. But I really wish Cole Anthony would have stayed another year at North Carolina, just so he could go ahead and polish his game off a little bit more. And just because guys from North Carolina don't leave as freshmen anymore. They really stick around and learn the game, and then they get themselves good jobs in the NBA and get to stick around 10, 12 seasons. A lot of these guys who came out early, they're not going to be around for long, dude. 4 or 5 seasons at best, and we'll probably see them in Europe. Seriously, because I don't know where their dedication's at. But that's it, Southeast, and then we move on. South or West, my favorite airline, Southwest. All right, there it is, Southwest. Over 42.5. I think the Mavs actually win the division this year. The Mavs should be good. They're adding some pieces, but you know it's going to be the Luka KP show. So I'm ready for that, and I hope that everything works out for them. But over 42.5 wins, that's very logical, and that's very possible, and it looks like a slam dunk to me. Then we got the over 35.5 with the Rockets. Boy, oh boy, this is going to be a good one, man. The Rockets, if they're able to keep together, stick it out just for the first half of the season, they won't regret it. Westbrook, Harden, they got themselves a legit big man now with DeMarcus Cousins, who wants to prove himself that he's still a very viable entity in the NBA. And pretty much he's excited about going to Houston, and I think this will kind of calm down Harden and Westbrook a little bit as well too. And give the new coach a chance. You know you want to play for the coach. You begged for that coach to get the job. They gave him the job. Then you guys want to complain about what the owner is doing on his private time. It don't matter what the owner do, man. Just go out there and win some games, and everybody can be happy. That's what it's all about. When you're not winning no games, ain't nobody ain't nobody trying to be around that. You know, ain't nobody trying to be around a losing culture. But I know that their owner, the guy that used to own 72, the guy that used to own the UFC, and he owns Station Casinos in Vegas, he's going to make sure that his boys are going to be, top flight and make sure they're right. But they got to win for him as well, too. So, just be cool, Harden and Westbrook. You got a good situation going on over there. You got rid of D'Antoni, a guy that does not preach defense at all. Now you guys can get down to the basics of the business. And you guys, the small ball thing kind of worked a little bit. It's going to work out even better now since you got DeMarcus Cousins a guy that's not scared to move up and down the court. So 35.5 for the Rockets, that's easy money, man. I think that they can get at least 45 wins this season. Them and the Rockets and Mavs, I expect them to be at the top of the Western Conference this year. And then the Grizzlies. Ja Morant is something special, bro. I'm telling you. I think Ja Morant is about to explode next season. He'll be in. There is no All-Star game, but he'll probably be second team All-League, something of that nature. So pretty much, I do like the over 31.5 with the Grizzlies. I think that this will work out. I love the way that team played, even though they got put out by Lillard and the crew. They deserved to get into the playoffs last year, but it is what it is. Lillard and the gang, they weren't going to be denied. They went ahead and won it. Simple, we move on. Then you got the under 28.5. The Spurs start the dismantling of their team. I think this is going to be great. Popovich's last season as the head coach, too. I think he moves up to the front office and goes back to his old job. It helps build a team. It's just too much for Pop now. You know, his wife has passed away. You know, it's time, in my opinion. It's time. So, I love the under 28.5 with the Spurs. And then the Pelicans. This is an overhype. Ball's going to be hurt this season. Ingram's going to be hurt this season. And you know Zion's only going to play 40 games. Come on, bro. They're going to figure out ways to be like, oh, he's hurt tonight. His knee's sore. This, that, and the third. Because if he plays a full season, Pelicans are danger. But I don't see him playing a full season. I see him maybe getting 40, 50 games in, and that's about it. And those 40, 50 games will be the difference and will help them maybe get to AAC. But I think we're overthinking this thing and overshooting it a bit with the Pelicans. I think that really you guys have to slow your roll with this team. And they're going to and if they are in the playoff contention, they will make a deal to where, you know, pretty much they probably will get rid of somebody like Zoe or not Ingram or Hart, because Ingram's there for the long haul. Their NBA Jams duo is supposed to be Zion and Ingram right now. So the Duke boys. So we'll see how it goes, but I love the under 36.5. I think this is an actual slam dunk. I think that the Pelicans don't win more than 30 games this season, to be dead honest with you. So that's kind of hating, though. That'd be 30 and 42 this year. But you know what, though? I don't think, pretty much they living in the lottery anyway. So, hey, get another asset. You know what I mean? So pretty much we move on and we have ourselves a doozy here. We have the Mountaineer PrimeTime Bets Late Pick 4. First timer is going to be a horse by the name of Forgive and Forget. First timer has never hit the track before, but is looking good in the mornings when it's time to go ahead and practice. So we're going to go ahead and key up the 7 horse here, and we're going to pair it with the 2, 8, 3. You guys box it up 2, 3, 7, 8, and we roll from there. My best value today is going to be a horse by the name of Lady Marvel. So that's a hunch play for all my comic book fiends out there. So pretty much I think this could work out for you as well too. Lady Marvel's a 6-1 horse right now. Probably will go off at 5-1, 4-1, no less than 7-2, and hopefully we can be cleaning up right after that. So pretty much box that horse up with the 3-5-9, and let's roll from there. And then I got the nightcap, aka the shot of the day, a horse by the name of Baltimore County, and I'm just thinking about UMBC right now. University of Maryland, Baltimore County, first ever 16 seed to beat a first seed in a NCAA tournament. So hopefully they're good to me today, and they pull off an upset here in the nightcap at the West Virginia track, and it's going to be number 2 Baltimore County. We're going to go ahead and pair this horse up in the super high 5 with the 6, 8, 7, 3. So you guys box it up 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. And then at the end of the night, we got the late pick 4. We're going to go ahead and go 2, 8, 2 deep, 3 deep in leg 2 and 3, and then we're going to go 5 deep in leg 4. And this is going to wind up being a $36 ticket, not a $30 ticket, $36 ticket, okay? So pretty much $36 investment there. That's going to be that's going to wind up being our show for today. Hopefully I gave you guys enough information. We'll be back tomorrow with some more bets lists, and I'll be back tomorrow talking about the Northwest and the in the Central Division, because the Northwest and Central Division, those are the ones that pair together and things of that nature. So we'll be talking some, where are the Cavs going? Where are the Thunder going? Y'all will all know tomorrow. So pretty much thank you for tuning in. And if you guys are texting me and everything right now, I'm about to get with you right now. So pretty much I thank you guys very much. Man, it's weird that it's an off night, but hey, the show must go on, right? So this is the Premier Sports Betting Show with the one and only Pop DiBiase, the Primetime Capper, and this is the Primetime Angles live on IG, and I am gone. Thank you for tuning into the Primetime Angles, the Premier Sports Betting Show, hosted by the one and only Pop DiBiase, the Primetime Capper. This is a PrimeWave media production, and go ahead and press that subscribe button.
From the East and the West, you've heard others, but now you've tuned into the best. This is a PrimeWave media production.